up, beautiful people? My name is Jo and I'm a non-binary tattoo artist based in the south coast of the UK. Today I'm going to be talking about the fundamentals when it comes to choosing a place for your tattoo. Whether it's on yourself, if you're considering getting your first tattoo or a smaller tattoo, or you are a tattoo artist or an apprentice, things to consider when placing tattoos. So grab a cuppa and get comfy. The basics when it comes to tattoo placement are size, direction, concept, and flow. Let's break these down. Size. If you want something super detailed with lots of lines close together, do not get it teeny tiny. Over time, the lines do get slightly bigger, depending on who's doing it as well. If it's someone who is maybe learning, doesn't really specialise in fine lines, I would definitely go a little bit bigger than super small. See what your artist says. If they say, I would advise going bigger, go bigger. If you were the artist yourself and you see that the lines are really close together, either take out every other line or just suggest going bigger. For example, this lovely little design of a swallow, you see the lines are super close together. If you're going to do it much smaller than this or even this small, I would advise taking out every other line. As I said, otherwise it's just going to look blurry or one blodgy line. Direction. There are rules when it comes to tattoos and tattoo placement. Having it upside down when your arm is relaxed is a big no-no. And I understand the tattoo is for you, you want to be able to see it, but it looks weird when you have writing upside down. Well, that's really hard to do. Or a bird upside down. Just doesn't look right, please don't do it. Also, direction. With things that have faces, humans, animals, don't really know what else has a face. I think I might be the only things that have a face. It always looks better when it's going outwards rather than inwards. For some reason, that is just the case. Also, flying into your armpit just looks a bit weird. If it looks weird, put it somewhere else. The body is kind of split into different sections, even different body parts. So if you're considering getting a sleeve eventually, don't put something really small and fine in a nice space here. So if you're considering having a sleeve, don't put something just on its own there or there or there. Leave that space. Put it here, here, in a smaller space. This is a little bit of an awkward space. This is a nice big space. Avoid putting anything little. Unless you want a sleeve of loads of little ones, then chuck them wherever. Be careful of lumps and bumps and dips and bones, joints, muscles. If someone's got quite a defined area, work with it. You're going to have, if someone's got really defined collarbones and your design goes in it and you lose a load of it, it's going to look weird. Just lower it down, make it a little bit smaller. And that leads me on quite nicely to the flow. So, as you can see from my bulging muscles here, you've got lines that come up here and again, here and here. So if you're placing something on that's got perhaps a little bit of a curve to it, you want to go with that rather than against it. So instead of going that way, which will look a bit weird, go with those lines that are already there. Bodies move. A lot of things like straight lines are quite fashionable, quite in at the moment, or those like symmetrical designs, something like this. If you put a design on here, put it on when the arm is nice relaxed and facing forwards. You don't want to put it on when you're kind of like this, because as soon as you move it, it's going to twist. So try and have the arm like that, and you want it going from the centre of your wrist into the centre of your elbow pit in a nice straight line. Even there is so much more movement compared to in the inside here. Sticking it on the outside, that's another good spot for it. Put the carbon on when your hand is nice and straight, arms like that, or down by your side and stick it on there. Try and put it on when the person is nice and straight, not twisted or stretched out too much. You'll generally get an eye for what looks right. And if you are not happy being the client with the position, just tell your tattoo artist. It doesn't take long to rub it off and put it on again. Even if you have to do it a couple of times, absolutely fine. It's going to be there forever. So it's got to be right. Don't feel bad for putting it in the right place. If you're a tattoo artist, if you stick it on and there's something you're not quite happy with, put it on again. The client won't mind. They want it to be perfect. Everyone, be patient and get it right. Some concepts that you come up with or the artist comes up with for their body position just don't work. And as much as that's where you want it, if it doesn't look right, you don't want it for the rest of your life. Work with each other and get the correct design for the place that you want it. If not, consider getting it somewhere else. If the artist suggests somewhere else, have a look. You might fall in love with it somewhere else, be surprised, and walk out super happy. Another thing to consider when having smaller tattoos, be careful of putting them on your back. If you're considering having a back piece in the future, you don't want to have loads of little bits floating on your back. It'd be super annoying for the tattoo artist, and you'll be gutted because it'll ruin your back piece. If, however, you do want something on your back that's quite small, avoid going horizontal across anywhere because it just cuts off your back. Nicely going down your spine, little bits at the top, across the top of your shoulders. Avoid going that way. If you're unsure of where to put your tattoo, a great place to look is Pinterest. Small tattoo placement ideas, have a look, see what other people have got. Generally, with small tattoos, you can put them anywhere. Things to consider: movement of the limbs and how it's going to move with your body, making sure it's up the right way, making sure it's big enough. If you're unsure, get your tattoo artist to put it on a couple of different places, see how it moves, see how it fits with your body. Don't be afraid to ask to move it. Please let me know in the comment section below if you'll be interested in another video on larger tattoos and where to place them, things to consider in that scenario as well, and I will do one of those if you want me to. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video, please subscribe if you haven't already, hit the notification bell so you get notified when a new video pops up, and I'll see you next time.